Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Colin Simmons. I'm talking to you today from Birmingham in the United Kingdom. Who do I have on the call? Please introduce yourself. Tell me who you are.
It's Duncan here from North Wales.
Good morning, Duncan from North Wales. Thank you. Morning.
Hi,
Who else do
Colin,
we
Eugene,
have?
South Africa.
Good morning, Eugene from South Africa. Welcome. Happy New Year.
Same way, same way.
Who else do we have on the call?
Yeah, Sasha from Belgium.
Welcome, Sasha from Belgium. Great to meet you, Sasha.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my friend. Happy New Year. Welcome.
Hi, Colin. It's Merlin from London.
Good morning, Merlin from London. Pleased to see you on here today, Merlin. Happy New Year to you, Merlin.
Happy New Year.
Hi, Colin. Adrian from Edinburgh, UK.
Good morning, Adrian from Edinburgh in the UK. Welcome. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
It must have been fun in Scotland, actually, on New Year's Eve.
Why?
It's like the capital of New Year, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, fun. Even fun, yeah.
Yeah.
It was very cool.
Very cold. Or
Very cool.
Oh, very cool. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Right then, guys. Thank you all for joining me today. I want to get started now. Firstly, I'll welcome you all to this short presentation. It's the first one of the new year, 2019. It's taken a few days to get over Christmas and all the stuff that's going on, and now it's a case of getting back into sharing what came my way only 3 months ago from today. It started on the 4th of December. We're now on the 4th of October. We're now on the 3rd of January. So what I'm talking to you about today is very, very new. And so everybody that's seen this now is seeing this in its very early stages. And this is critical. Well, it's important that we realise that it's actually a very new business here that I'm sharing with people. And it's had tremendous growth already. A bit about myself, first of all, for all those that don't know me. I've been involved in home-based business, multi-level marketing, for the last 30 years. I've been building teams in all sorts of products in my time, whether it be perfume, skincare, nutrition, precious gold, real fashion jewelry, telecoms. I've done lots and lots of different types of businesses, all with the aim of producing that passive income that I was dreaming about, that I always wanted to achieve. I've had varying successes in all of those businesses. Some have worked really well. Others have not worked at all. It's just the nature of the game, that whether it actually works or not. In the last 18 months, though, I'd say I've spent more of my time in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin specifically. That has been the arena that I've been learning and developing and helping teams grow. But to be fair, that has actually struggled in the last 18 months, and that's more so because the market has changed. Morning, Blessing. So over the last 18 months, that market has changed dramatically. The price of Bitcoin has been up and down. It's been very volatile. It's been very difficult to do well at that. Now, being in that background, I've always worked hard. Now, a good friend of mine who's on the call today, actually, a friend of mine called Duncan Wood, called me up in October, at the end of October, and he said, Colin, I know you're busy doing what you're doing, but I need you to stop. I need you to have a look at what's landed on my desk. And because it's Duncan, and because I always like to listen to people, I said, okay, tell me what is it, Duncan? I'll stop and you tell me what it is. And he said, look, I'm not going to explain it to you. I've got my website, which has got an 8-minute video on it. So how soon can you watch that 8-minute video? I said, I'll tell you what, I'll watch it now. So Duncan got that video over to me, got his website to me. I watched this 8-minute video and I thought, wow, okay, that is very different to anything else I have seen. I wanted to know more, so I spoke to Duncan afterwards some more. He could tell I was very interested, to the point where I said, look, Duncan, what you've just shared with me, I know lots of people are going to want to see this. So I said, would you be good enough to share that same information if I can get a group of people together. Now, this is crucial to how I started this. I didn't want to keep this a secret. I wanted to get as many people together at one time to see that as I could. So I said to Duncan, if we can, this same afternoon, I'm going to get a handful of people together and I want you to share with them what you just shared with me. He said, fantastic. So that's what I did. I got on the phone to a few people I knew and I basically said to them, look, I have just seen something where we can make money instantly. Not waiting months and months and months. Not something that looks fantastic on paper and in 6 months' time I'll be a millionaire. I'm talking about something where we can get the work in today and we can receive an income today. Do you want to know more? And all the people said, well, yeah, tell me more. And I said, look, I've organised a call with a friend of mine for this afternoon at 4 o'clock. Can you be on the call? And they all said, yes, I'll be on that call. So we had the call. I managed to get, I think we had a team of about 5 to 10 people, all interested to find out what this new business is that I am excited about. So they all got on the call. I sat back and I let the video do the explaining. The bottom line is, at the end of that call, after conversation, every single person that I introduced to see that said, yes, I'm in. So what I did was I joined this company. I spent $29 to register for 6 months, which I'll explain more in details in a while. I donated. I sent a donation off to 2 people, totaling $250. $125 to one person, $125 to another person. That same day, because I'm now an active person in the business, I received $750 in donations. $750 in day one. I've never seen, in all my days of online business, I've never seen a result as fast as that. So from there, that was at the very early November, end of October, early November. It's been a crazy, crazy 3 months. So what I want to do with you all now, it'll take me about 30 minutes just to run through some slides, give you a bit of background about what I saw just 3 months ago, to tell you why this is so special. So what I'll do now is I'll put everybody on mute first of all, and then I'll go through a presentation. Now you're all on mute. If somebody could unmute in a moment and let me know you can see my screen, I can then get back on with the presentation. After you've unmuted, please then mute yourself back again. That'll be great. Can anybody let me know if you can see my screen?
Yes, Colin.
Yeah, good. Yes.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, everybody. Yes, here we go. So today I'm going to talk to you about an industry which I'd heard of before, but I didn't really understand, and this is crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is something that has grown as the whole of social media has grown. You will see crowdfunding more and more and more in 2019. I'm going to talk specifically about 50/50 crowdfunding, and that is a platform that is changing lives for people across the globe. But firstly, let's look at what crowdfunding actually is itself. What I've done here, I've just put together four companies to give you an idea of where we're going with crowdfunding. You may well have heard of these companies: Indiegogo, Just Giving, Kickstarter, GoFundMe. These are probably the main players in the arena of crowdfunding. Now, Just Giving has been around for it seems like for a long, long time. So has GoFundMe. These are the main two that I had heard of. In fact, I'd already used GoFundMe in the past. I donated to a friend, which I'll explain in a second, that had a cause. She was looking to raise some funds, so I decided to donate. I've used Just Giving actually in the past as well to help many people that are raising money for cancer or for whatever they're doing. So I do know as general, we have used these platforms before. Did you know that politicians also use these platforms as a way of creating income? We all know who this gentleman is, whether you like him or not. He has a crowdfunding webpage. I found this was on GoFundMe just before Christmas. He set up this page, and 3 days into this campaign that he's got going on here, you can see he managed to raise $7 million. I haven't even looked at where that is today. And we're probably talking less than 10 days old now. 10 days he's probably had this campaign going, but already he's raised $7 million. And you can see the kind of donations we're looking at: $25, $20, $50. These are just people from across the globe on social media that have seen he's seen his cause and decided to donate to help him fund what he wants to fund. And the crazy thing that I see is that you can see that it's been shared 959,000 times via Facebook and via Twitter. So all I'm trying to demonstrate here is the power of social media, the power of people helping people. Now, this is a politician, so you've got to say to yourself, well, if a politician is able to do this, it has to be legal across the globe. He would not be able to raise money this way if it was illegal for you to send money to somebody across the globe using a crowdfunding platform. Now, more down to earth is this young lady that I personally know. She's a rhythmic gymnast in the UK who qualified to go to the Commonwealth Games in Australia to represent England. Now, once she qualified, she realised she couldn't actually afford to actually get to Australia. It was just too much money. So she set up her own GoFundMe page, which anybody can do. She told her story, how she's qualified for a dream come true to represent England in the Commonwealth Games. But she's struggling, so people donated to her. As you can see, in 11 months, 38 people donated to her. She managed to raise £2,000. And again, even for this individual, her story was shared 446 times. If you just joined the call, please mute your mic. And you can see it's been shared via Facebook and via Twitter. So once again, you can see it's the power of social media, the power of people helping people. You will have people tell you that crowdfunding is illegal. And hopefully from those first two slides, you can see that actually, no, it's not illegal, or else they would not be able to raise money as they do. But what I suggest is you also do some more research yourself, and a great place to start would be somewhere like Wikipedia. See what Wikipedia says about crowdfunding. And more to the point, how big is crowdfunding? This is the research I've got, and this is what surprised me. Within 3 years, in the last 3 years, $34 billion has been raised through crowdfunding. That's a huge amount of money. Huge. So we know we're in an industry that's on a growing trend right now. And that is because people will help people across the globe using social media. Jay Atkinson, could you mute your mic? That'd be good. Another key indicator of how big crowdfunding is when you get the likes of PayPal, which is a major payment processing company platform that now uses social media, crowdfunding as a way to generate income. Another well-known platform that you'll probably recognize is Facebook. Facebook now allows any member of Facebook to set up their own fundraising page, which they can then raise funds for anything that they want. As it says there, create a fundraiser for yourself or for someone else, or any cause that's important to you. This is a major, major shift that's happening right now, whether you're aware of it or not. What you'll see, more so in 2019, more people on their birthdays will have a fundraising activity happen. This is Facebook's way of giving back, helping their members help other people. Now, when you finish this call, I urge you to go onto Facebook, in the search bar, type in the word fundraisers, and you'll see this page. At the bottom of this page, you'll see in a big blue box that says raise money for a personal cause. Now, this is the part that's very, very different if you're not used to what's going on with fundraising and crowdfunding. People are able to raise funds now for anything that they wish. It could be just to get yourself out of debt. It could be to pay that Christmas bill, that credit card bill that's about to land on your mat. people are able to fundraise to clear debt. And this is major news. I think I'm going to stop for a second and I'm going to just pause everybody. So 1 second. Okay, we just everybody should be muted again. So I'll now share my screen again. Hopefully you can all see that still. Yes, as I was saying, Facebook, this is a major tip of what's going on. Now, how do we benefit ourselves from crowdfunding? We could go and set up a page with GoFundMe, promote our cause, receive donations for our cause, and happy days. But there is a better way. And that way is through a platform called 50/50 crowdfunding. This is very, very different. In the traditional crowdfunding platforms that I've recently just shared with you, you would donate directly to somebody's cause. That person would receive your donation. That is the end of it. That person's very happy they received your donation. You feel good because you sent a donation, and that really is the end of it. Here, we have a new model. Here, not only does the donator receive funds, but it's possible that the person that's donating can also receive funds. 50/50. This is the brainchild of a guy called David T. Rosen. He's the CEO of 50/50 crowdfunding. Now, David is a Canadian and he's a forerunner and an expert in the crowdfunding space. In fact, he founded a similar platform to what I'm sharing with you today back in 2002. David Orchard, could you mute your mic, please? So he founded a similar platform back in 2002. And the thing is, that platform is still running today in 2019, 17 years later. His original platform has nearly 680,000 members. And between them, they've donated nearly $1 billion in donations from person to person. That's massive. It's a big, big deal. And when you think about this, in 2002, social media was very small compared to where it is now. In fact, there was hardly any Facebook or anything. So I don't know how it would have been very difficult in those days to get the message across the globe. Here we are, 2019. We know that through the power of social media, that crowdfunding can grow at a fast rate. 50/50 crowdfunding, as I said, was launched on the 4th of October. So here we are now on the 3rd of January. We are just under 3 months old. This business has taken off like a rocket. There are currently, in the first 3 months, there are 20,000 members across the globe already that are involved in 50/50 crowdfunding. Huge. We are responsible for $10 million worth of donations done already in the first 3 months. So what I'm trying to get across to you, this is a huge opportunity for everybody to be involved in something in its very, very early days. So what I want to do now is just quickly run through how this works to give you a better understanding of how that works. You have to bear with me, all these people coming online. Please mute your mic if you just joined us. That would be fantastic. Dave Orchard, please mute your mic. And everybody else has just joined. 50/50 crowdfunding. It is the world's first crowdfunding system that allows you to receive half of it in a full donation center. Okay, 1 second, guys. I need to mute this. I need you to be able to hear me. Right. Okay, hopefully that's muted everybody again. Okay. We're coming to the important stuff, so I want to make sure everybody can get the message here. Yeah, everybody can understand what's going on. So as I say, it's the world's first crowdfunding system because it started in 2002. It's based on the world-famous Mobius Loop and System G technology system, which is the most successful 2x2 Follow Me Donation Center in history. Now, a 2x2 Follow Me Donation Center If you have any experience in network marketing or multi-level marketing, you'll see this 2x2 follow me center, and you probably assume it's a 2x2 force matrix. Now that's so far from wrong or far away from what it actually is. This works completely differently. In a 2x2 matrix, which is what you get in the multi-level marketing situation, the people at the top make all the money. The people that come in later on don't make anything. That's how they work. So it's all timing. You get in early, you do well, fantastic. But it's not so good for the person that comes in late. What we have here is a 2x2 follow me donation center. It's the software behind this donation center, which is the Morbius loop that makes the difference. What this does, as soon as your two who get two center is completed, and you want to start another donation center, which you probably would, you would start that donation center underneath somebody else who may well have only just started. This could be 12 months later. You start a brand new center, you go underneath someone who's just joined, you've been in 12 months already. That's the beauty of the system. So nobody ever stays stuck at the top earning all the money. It's something that generates through everybody. Makes it very, very fair. Now, the beauty of this system only being a 2x2 follow me donation center means that you're likely to get help from people above you within the system, and you're likely to get help from people below you in the system. This can happen within seconds. It could take months. It could take days, but it could happen within seconds. It's all done in real time. Now, again, because of my background in multi-level marketing, every single thing I've done in the past in multi-level marketing requires me to send my money to a company. Whether it's to buy products, I buy that product at wholesale, and then I'm going to retail it, sell it at a higher price at retail, and I keep the profit. Or more recently in cryptocurrency, I'm encouraged to give my Bitcoin or my cryptocurrency to a company. Then they promise to give me that Bitcoin back with profit. But with both of those situations I've just said, it all comes down to me having to trust that company, that they're going to do what they say they're going to do. And the bottom line is that over the years, I've been let down more times than anything else. And it's usually for a couple of reasons. It could be that the management of that company is poor. They've made some bad decisions which has affected my business. It could be that the market has changed, especially in cryptocurrency. It could be that that company, who are usually faceless, you don't know who owns that company, decide they've earned enough money, they'll close the website down and disappear with my money. That's happened far too many times. What I like about what I see here is this is peer-to-peer team crowdfunding system. What that means is that it's person to person. That means that every donation that I send to somebody within this system goes directly from my bank account directly to that person's bank account. Or it can go directly from my PayPal account directly to that person's PayPal account. Or my Bitcoin wallet directly to that person's Bitcoin wallet. Every donation that I receive from across the globe would come directly to my bank account, directly to my Bitcoin wallet, directly to my PayPal account. Not 1 cent of that donation goes to the company. That's very, very powerful and critical for the growth of this company across the globe. 100% of that donation goes to the person it's supposed to go to. So the question is, well, why would 50/50 even do that? What do they get out of it? Firstly, they provide us with an easy to navigate, totally automated dashboard or website. This will show me exactly who I need to donate to. And it shows me exactly who is going to donate to me. So for that, I would pay the company $29 every 6 months. And this is for the main platform I'm talking about now. $29 for 6 months. That's about $5 a month. So it's very, very accessible to the globe. And what I look at that from a business point of view is, if this company was to let me down and disappear tomorrow, they would only disappear with $29 of mine. That's massive. That's huge. Having a background in multi-level marketing, I know that for any business to work that involves people across the globe, it has to be very, very simple. Now, I must stress straight away, this is not multi-level marketing. This is not no network marketing situation. There is no commissions being earned here by anybody. This is beautiful. All people do is they will register with the company. We have 2 platforms within 50/50 crowdfunding. $29 for 6 months is the main platform, and we have a lower platform at $19. So people can start really slow if they want to at the $19, test it before they move up to the main platform at $29. Either one, you would register with a company, you pay for the software off the company, which is the $29 or $19. You would then straight away, you would then donate to 2 people. On the $29 platform, which is the main platform, the minimum donation is $250. That $250 would be split between 2 people, which is beautiful because it means you're actually helping 2 people. So $250 split between 2, $125 goes to 1 person, $125 goes to another person. You are then classed as an active donor. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, oh gosh, I haven't got $250, that's too high for me. Well, great. What the company have realized over the first 3 months of this business being around is that although it's got 20,000 members already and it's taken off like a rocket, there are parts of the world where $250 is just too much. So they have introduced a lower platform so that this now becomes accessible to the whole globe. That lower platform is $19 for 6 months. 1 payment, which works out at about $3 a month. Once you register with the company at the $19 platform, there are 3 different donation levels at that level. There's the $25 level, the $50 level, and the $150 level. So at $25, you would send half to 1 person, half to another person. $12.50 to 1 person, $12.50 to another person. You are then classed as an active donor. That is step 1 completed. Step 2 is you now need to find 2 people who also want to become an active donor like you. You want 2 people to follow you. That is the key to this business. Can I find 2 people that will follow me? Can I find 2 people that are interested in receiving donations from across the globe? 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Those 2 people would register with a company like you did. They would spend either $29 for the main platform, or they spend $19 for the lower platform. They would then straight away donate to 2 people in the system, and they'll be told in the system exactly who to donate to. Once they've done that, they are then also active donors. Fantastic, job is done. The next job for them is to do exactly what you've just done. They are now going to want to find their own 2 people. Like so. Now that, folks, is a completed donation center. It is no more difficult than that. 2 people who find 2 people. This now becomes achievable for the masses. We're not talking about recruiting loads and loads of people. You're finding 2 people that are interested in receiving donations from across the globe, who have either got $25 to donate, or they can start at least at the $250 level to donate. That is really as simple as this business is. The beauty of this being a simple business is it becomes duplicatable, and this is what we've already seen in the first 3 months. Now let's look at how this money comes together. Firstly, you are at the head of your donation center. So you're at the top, you'll have 2 people below you and 4 people below them. You are the top, so you would receive 50% of everything that happens within that donation center. There are actually 8 different donation levels. In blue, you can see the 25, the 50, and the 150. That's on our lower platform, the $19 platform. And then we've got the 250, the 500, the 1,000, 2,000, and 4,000. Now, I personally started on the $250 level. I assumed that I'd need to now find $500, I would need to find $1,000, $2,000, and $4,000 to get into those donation centers. Thankfully, I was told quite quickly, no, you don't need to do that. You can actually move up to the higher level from the donations that you receive from the level you're currently on. So let me show you how that would work. So let's say you start on the level 250, which is where I started. I would donate $250 between two people, $125 to one person, $125 to another person. I'm then eligible to receive 6 donations in my donation center, each to the value of $125. That's a grand total of $750. And if you remember at the start of the call today, I explained that I got about 10 people together. Everybody joined straight away. I received 6 donations of $125 on day one. I donated $250, I received $750. Very, very simple. Now, once you've received your $750, you could say, well, thank you very much, and walk away, and job done. Happy days, you've received $750 into your bank account, into your PayPal account, into your Bitcoin wallet. Or you might think, well, that was good, I want to do that again. So out of your $750, you would put $250 back in to donate to 2 people again. You would donate to 2 people. That opens you up a brand new donation center again. And because of the Morbius loop, you're no longer at the top. You would then float and start again underneath somebody else that may only just have started in 50/50 crowdfunding. You're then eligible to receive another 6 donations of $125. That's another $750. And you can do that over and over and over again as many times as you like. Now, the smart thing to do, when you receive $750, you put $250 into level 4 again. That leaves you $500. With that $500, the smart thing to do is to use that to get yourself onto level 5. So it's no longer out of pocket. $500 level, you would split that $500 between 2 people. The system would tell you exactly who you need to donate to and how they would like to receive this donation. $250 to one person, $250 to another person. You are now qualified at this level to receive 6 donations of $250, $1,500 in total. And again, at that level, you can go, well, thank you very much. I'm happy with what I've received to pay my bills that I've received from Christmas, etc. And I'll walk away and you're happy. Or you might go, well, you tell you what, I'll do that again. Of that $1,500, I'll put $500 back into level 5 to donate again at that level to 2 people. That leaves me $1,000. I would use that to get myself into level 6. I would donate $500 to one person, $500 to another person on level 6. I'm then eligible to receive 6 donations of $500, a massive $3,000. And you can imagine what will happen on level 7, and then the top level, which is level 8. Now, level 8, it's a $4,000 level. This is the highest level. So you would split that $4,000 between 2 people. You'd send $2,000 as a donation to one person and $2,000 as a donation to another person. Now, can you imagine receiving a donation of $2,000? Would that make a difference? Once you've done that, you're then eligible to receive 6 donations at this donation center level of $2,000, which is $12,000. And it's key for me to point out that every single level has its own donation center, and they're all running at the same time, independently. What I'll finish off here really is just an animation showing you how the donations would flow. So there you are at the top of your donation center. You've already donated $250 to 2 people. You've introduced your first person. They've registered with the company like you did. They're now going to send their first donation of $250 between 2 people. Half of that $250 would go to you because this is your donation center. The other half goes to somebody above you. Second person you brought in, because you want to find 2 people that can follow you. They will donate $125 to you and $125 would go above you. Now you there at the top of your donation center have now received 2 donations of $125. That's $250. So you just received back what you donated in the first place. So this is not one of those businesses or platforms where it can take a long time for you to be square. You can do this on day 1. You got to find 2 people that want to follow you. Now your number 1 person goes, great, I will find my 2 people that will follow me. His first person registers, they donate $125 to him, and $125 would float up to you because this is your donation center we're looking at. Your second person gets started with their first person, they receive $125, and 125 floats up to you. Your second person brings on their second person. They received another donation of 125, and 125 floats up to you. Now your number 2 person has received their second donation of 125. They received $250. They're now square, also very happy. Number 1 brings on his second person and receives 125, and 125 floats up to you. Now there you are at the top of your donation center. You've just completed all the donations you can receive in this donation center, which is 6 times 125, which is a total of $750. Now, once that happens, as I've said, you can go, thank you very much, and walk away, or you might think, fantastic, I want to do that all over again. This center's closed, you open up a new center automatically, and it'll be underneath somebody else that may well have just started. That really is as simple as this platform is. It's just people helping people from across the globe. So I will stop sharing that. And welcome you all back. I hope that has made absolute sense. It's a very simple business. It's just people helping people across the globe. The usual questions that you will get from people is, well, is it legal? Hopefully from that presentation you can see this is happening across the globe. It's most definitely legal. In fact, this actually works a lot better than the likes of GoFundMe. We have members I know that have used GoFundMe in the past and with limited success. Whereas we have people that have been involved in this in the last 3 months that have sent their donations and they have had fantastic success. Just because of the platform, just because of how it works. I personally have donated over $14,000 directly to people's bank accounts, Bitcoin wallets, PayPal accounts across the globe, people I don't know. I know every single cent of that I've sent it will benefit somebody across the globe. I've obviously received even more than that in donations from people across the globe, which has helped me pay off debt. Debt is the number 1 thing that people are trying to clear, trying to get rid of. And this is definitely a platform where people can make a difference in 2019. So that's the main question is the legality. Is it legal? 100% yes, it is legal. You will have people tell you, oh, well, there's no product. It must be a Ponzi. And again, when somebody says that to you, just ask them straight, well, tell me, what is a Ponzi, first of all? And you'll find that probably haven't got a clue what a Ponzi is. It's just something that they've heard from somebody else. But just know for yourself that this is 100% legal. There are different types of crowdfunding. Peer-to-peer, person-to-person is 100% legal across all 7 continents across the globe. Simple as that. What else do we have? People ask me, well, do I need to share this with anybody else? Well, that's a yes and no answer. You don't have to share it, but then you may not receive as many donations. It's fingers crossed as to whether you'll get donations. What I can tell you is if you do share this with at least 2 people that follow you, 2 people that start at the same level that you started at, or they might start higher, you will receive donations. That is the 100% correct. So if you start on, let's say you start on the 250, the 500, and the 1,000, which is $17.50, and 2 people join you and they start the same way with $17.50, you would receive your donation back and a whole lot more instantly. Whether somebody starts on just level 1, $25, that is also fantastic. If 2 people follow you and go, great, I will start on level 1, you will see very quickly that you will receive 2 donations. And you'll see the system working 100%. The problem comes when people don't share it with anybody and they'll send their donations, which is fantastic. Like any other platform, you can send a donation, but you're sitting there waiting for a donation and it doesn't come because you haven't done anything. You haven't shared it with anybody. So in 2019, I urge everybody to say, right, now I'm going to I've seen it over the last 2 months of 2018. Now I'm going to get this going properly in 2019. And how do you do that? Well, you just got to ask the question, who do you know who would like extra income or more income than what they have today? It could be to pay bills. Who do you know that would like to receive donations coming in from across the globe from people they don't know? Have they got at least $44, which is the minimum, which would be the $19 for the platform for 6 months, and the $25 to actually get themselves on the rung of the ladder? Somebody could go from the very bottom step, $25, right up to the $4,000 level in 16 days. Crazy as it sounds, but that actually could happen. It takes a bit of planning and a bit of teamwork, but that is most definitely possible. So you start wherever is suitable for you. That is my point. Those are really the main questions. If anyone's got any other questions that you'd like to ask, then feel free, and I'll see if I can answer them. No questions. Oh, this is good. Here we go. There's a question. Again, if you don't want to unmute your mic because you don't want to speak publicly, that's okay. Write your question into the chat and I'll actually read it out, and if I can answer it, then I will. I've had a question from Precious. I had issues with an international transfer. Okay, that's just really a business. My donation disappeared. Okay. International transfers, it depends on how you do it. If you're using PayPal, it shouldn't really go missing. If you have sent a Bitcoin payment to somebody across the globe, that could be anywhere with a Bitcoin payment, you got to double check that you've sent it to the right address. So this is just basic business stuff that you're going to do. Make sure it's gone to the right address. If you send a donation from your bank account to somebody else's bank account, make sure that their details are correct. I would contact them if possible. In fact, what I did when I was brand new, because I was that very excited, I sent my donation to somebody who's in Germany. He didn't confirm it in 5 minutes, so I was thinking, oh, he hasn't confirmed it. So I actually phoned him up. He was surprised to hear my voice. He said, oh, I'm just driving home, and I'll do it when I get home. And the nice thing is, he did. So sometimes just that phone call will make all the difference if you're concerned that that someone hasn't confirmed a donation. Well, it took long to pay, but look, I think I paid. Okay. Okay, Jacqueline, Precious, I'll have to answer that for you afterwards. Jacqueline has said, it's all in private chat at the minute, I don't know why, but anyway. Jacqueline has said, Colin, when I checked the originator, the first business he sets up, there is someone complaining he was not paid. Okay, there will always be people that complain about everything. When you've got a membership of 680,000 members, there's going to be some that are going to have something to say about everything. That's all I would say to that. What I look at personally is it's been running for 16 years or 17 years now. So David T. Rosen knows what he's doing when it comes to building a platform that can accommodate that many people. What we have here in 50/50 is only 3 months old. There's no doubt that support are struggling right now because they've got 20,000 members and the big high lots of them are going to be sending in the same message over and over and over again. So they're going to try to answer them. So it's going to take a bit of time. So on that side, 50/50 is a brand new baby company, even though it's done $10 million in donations from person to person. So what I would say is stick around that. Now, people will tell you, oh, David T. Rosen, in 2018, he had 2 businesses that didn't work. That may be so. But again, what I look at is I know he has one big player that's been going for 16 years. I look at what 50/50 has done so far. 20,000 members in its first 3 months. $10 million in donations has gone from person to person. Do I think this is working? 100% it's working. So it's a case of you can sit back and come back in 12 months' time and see where it is, or you can get involved now, send your donations. Even if you start slowly, send your donations, follow the system, see the donations come back. As soon as you received $75 from your $25 donations, and your 6 times $12.50, move up to the next level. You're now on the $50 level. Once you've got that completed, move up to the next one, $150. You will feel really good. Move up again to the $250. Now you're going to start to be able to clear debt. My biggest thing of 2019 is helping people clear debt. Because too many people, especially this time of year, will jump onto something that will require them to spend a lot of money. then it's fingers crossed. Will that company be around in 3 months' time? Has my money just disappeared like before? Or have we got something that's completely different that will work for the masses? Any other questions? Anybody got anything they'd like to ask?
Hey, Collins.
Hi, Paul. Welcome from Hawaii. Welcome.
Hey, how are you? How are you?
I'm fantastic. Ready to go in 2019.
Yes, I'm very excited about this program. I've never seen anything like this. I've been all over online too and offline, but this one is really good. I got 3 people in so far, and one of them is not active. So, you think the system will just suspend them automatically?
Has that person made a donation? You said they haven't made a donation.
No.
Yeah. Well, you see that's a problem with people. People think they can join something, do nothing, and receive donations from across the globe. That's not going to happen. This is just following the laws of nature, as I would say. You have to give to receive. If somebody's not prepared to give a donation first, then they're not going to receive a donation. That person is running the risk of having their account suspended. And this goes for anybody at any level, by the way. If they do not send a donation, you'll notice in the back office your donation is time-stamped of when you should send it. So the longer that goes on, the more risk they have of having their account suspended.
Yeah. Okay.
What I would say for you is it doesn't really affect you. You just keep going, because if that person doesn't make a donation, you'll complete your donation center with 5 spots instead of 6. It just means you get 1 less donation, but then you up onto the next donation center again. You'll cycle, you do it again, you've got to get another 6 anyway.
Oh, okay, okay.
I never let any. I have a few that have not donated, but it does not stop me continuing to grow. They're the people that will actually lose out if they don't send the donation, because they're not going to receive donations from across the globe, and they'll end up getting suspended.
So which one is the best way to promote my link, or I can promote my people's link?
Right. 100% you promote your link.
Right.
From a business point of view, you want more and more people to be following you, because the more people are following you, the more donations you're personally going to receive. If you start to promote your team's link, that's a nice thing to do. But what will happen is that when you bring somebody in for your person, that new person you brought in will want you to do it for them as well.
Right.
Then all of a sudden you're not doing it for yourself. Then that other person, once you get success for them, then their people want you to do it for them as well. There's only so much you can do. What you actually want is duplication. What you actually want is people to go and start getting their own link out to the masses themselves.
Okay.
And it's very simple how you get your link out. I think I will talk about this. All I ever do is it's conversation. You got to speak to people. It doesn't matter actually if they say yes or no. The point is that they now know what I'm doing. So if somebody else goes to them later and says, "Oh, have you seen that 50-50?" They'll go, "Oh yes, Colin's doing that. Let me go and talk to Colin again." That's why I don't mind getting a no. So you just ask them, "Look, what would you say to them?" There's lots of things you could say, but basically, would they like to clear debt, for instance? Because we know that's a big thing right now. Do you know anybody that's interested in earning more money today than they did yesterday?
Right.
There's no set way of doing it, apart from if you do the third-party approach. Do you know anybody? They will probably go, "Well, yeah, I do. What is it?" And when somebody says, "What is it?" please don't explain it. You've got to keep this as simple as possible. And this is what Duncan did with me. He didn't explain it. He said,
"In the video,
if I send you a video, it's only 8 minutes long. How soon can you watch it?" That's it. If everybody was to learn that one line, if I can send you a video, how soon can you watch it? And then be quiet and wait for them to answer. If they say tonight or tomorrow, fantastic. I will put in my diary where I'm going to call them back after I've known they've watched it.
So I'll be focusing on my 6 matrix, not 6 matrix, but my 6 people.
Your 6 spots in your donation center.
Yes, donation center. So that will complete one.
Yeah.
One donation center, and then I can start another one.
Once you've completed that donation center, you will automatically open up another one for you through the Mobius loop. You will have a brand new donation center open underneath somebody else.
Okay.
six empty spots within it, and then you are asked to donate $250 again to 2 people.
Right.
If you decide not to do that, which you're welcome to, then your account will eventually get suspended, and you've moved off. You've gone off with your $750. Off you go. Or you might go, great, I'll do that again. You'll donate to 2 people again in the system, and then that donation center is active and ready for you to receive another 6 donations of $125 again.
But just like them, they also need their 6.
Yeah,
their own donation center.
Absolutely. Every person is the top of their own donation center. So they're all got 6 spots underneath them all. So as soon as they've completed their donation center, got their 6, they will then follow you underneath you in your next available spot in that donation center. Now, interestingly, something I picked up on just the other day, one of my teammates had realized that one of his members had appeared twice in his donation center. You know, the 6 spots in a donation center? One of his team had appeared twice in his donation center. And we were trying to work out, well, how can that be? And all it was is that person had completed their own donation center faster than their sponsor. So what happens? As soon as they've completed their 6, they will start a new donation center in the next available spot in their sponsor. If the next available spot in their sponsor is in that same first donation center, then they'll have their name twice in that person's donation center. Yeah?
Thank you, Collins. Thank you.
That's what happens. So everybody can go at their own speed. There's no race here. There's no monthly targets here, which is fantastic. It's beautiful, as I keep saying. Any other questions? Any other questions? I'm asked when is the next Zoom call? We have a Zoom call this evening at 8 p.m. UK time, done by Duncan Wood. That's this evening.
I'll be posting that shortly, Colin.
Brilliant. So we'll have that, as you just heard, that link will be there for everybody. Now, again, if you've been involved in 50/50 for a while and you have not referred anybody, 2019 is here. Now we get started. Now is when more and more stories will be told of how people how 50/50 is changing people's lives. I'm already starting to hear stories of people starting to chip away, pay off certain bills that have come in. There will be a lot of people right now in January panicking when the postman comes and drops that bill on the mat. That's a fact. Then you got somebody else saying, come and join this, it'll cost you $1,000 or whatever, and that money's gone. So be proud of what we've got and help as many people as you can. It's as simple as that, because it is very special what we have here. Okay, I think I'll stop recording now.